going, man, one way or another. I thank everybody for tuning in. As we begin to talk, as we start to talk about the process within the process, there's always talking about the money. We got to talk about the money, the cachet, the cash that's going to be in the hands of Dak Prescott. This is what I like. This is not me pumping up everything, trying to hype everybody and putting everybody up there to the stratospheres of saying, okay, Dak Prescott is everything. He's the best thing since sliced bread. No, what I'm talking about, Dak Prescott willing to be flexible with the Cowboys' next contract. I do know that a lot of people have their reservations. A lot of people have their thoughts of saying that we're not where we're supposed to be with this quarterback. But what I'm saying is, if you look throughout the entire 31 other teams of the National Football League, the teams that pretty much have a quarterback, those I think is probably pretty much, I would say, in the National Football League, there's only like selective few teams with a good quarterback, right? We can point that out. But what I'm saying is, with the Dallas Cowboys and with the teams that won the Super Bowl, there have been places where you can put on teams where there's no concerns about the money. Now, we do know we have the Tom Brady's of the world, the Peyton Manning's of the past years, and then we also have who else? I do know that people are gonna mention Carson Wentz, but Carson Wentz is pretty much in the same class. If those who even don't even can say this, he's still in the same class of a Dak Prescott, believe it or not, as far as contracting. The Jeff Golf, was it Golf kid, and whoever else will be in that range as far as money. So what I'm saying is that the way you craft around your team is about paying your quarterback the minimum, the bare minimum. And I do know that you don't want to work for free. I do know that. But we're going to go back to revisionist history. When I'm talking about the Tom Brady, right? We talked about his contract before and the way he took the home team discount so that he can put pieces around him. And then we talked about also in the past what Tony Romo, when he went out there and got the $100 million. That was a lot of money. Think about this now, and I do know that Tony Romo at the time, he wasn't a proven commodity, right? There were a lot of people saying that he should get the money, and there was a lot of people in the segment of population saying that he should not even touch the money. So it was always that battle. But one thing I can say, and I can believe this deep down in my heart, if Tony Romo was willing to negotiate his contract to a cheaper deal, and where we can get some defense to beef up that defense. Defense win championships. Defense win Super Bowls. Defense win games when you need your quarterback to just make the bare minimum throws, right? So with that being said, can you imagine if Tony Romo would have took, like, let's say for instance, let me just put it in the ballpark, an $80 million contract versus the $100 million, right? Maybe we get a Julius Peppers. Maybe we would have gotten a Charles Woodson, and that will beef up this defense. I do know we have the same mundane coaching staff, but think about this. Defense win championship. If you put a top 10 defense around Tony Romo during that time, oh my goodness. And then on top of that too as well, if you was able to start the process of building the offensive line around Tony Romo at that time, then you will have a better product. So with that being said, Tony Romo is yesterday's news, right? Or last year's news to be precise. So now we have Dak Prescott, not calling Dak Prescott the guy that can walk on water, right? But what I'm saying is with Dak Prescott, now you have the money, the cachet, the change to go out there and put defensive guys around him. And although we do have defensive weaponry already with Chris Richard's philosophy, and I'm going to break that down on another level. All right, let's see who we have here in the chat box, man. I really appreciate you guys all together, man. But first, I'm going to give a shout out to the first person who laid wood up in here in the chat box. But it's Chris Shaw, man. What's good? Thank you for tuning in. He's first place. Everybody else, he done beat you. Eric Thomas, second place. Hey, it is what it is. Smoking Ace, 89, third place. Close, but no cigar. All right, so dang it wasn't first Eric Thomas. yes, man. I thank all you guys for tuning in. Jonathan and Salzur, I think that's how you say that. My money is on Dak. He's going to ball. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Dak Prescott is going to ball out. Put the money on Dak Prescott. Put the money on the young kid. But this is the thing. You want to pay the man. I do know that some circulations or some speculations, people were saying that, you know, he's around 25 million, 28 million, 29 million. If he's willing to work with us, let's go ahead and give the man 17, 18 million, you know. I do know that that's not going to, it's not the highest of the highest salary. And we got to see the product that he's going to put out there on the field this year. We want to see good things from him. Salute to Just Lagging, man. What's going on with you? That's a cool name, man. Just Lagging. I thought, I was like, what's going on? It's a cool name, man. Sorrel, salute, man. Shout out to you too as well. So as we talk about this with Dak Prescott, we need to think about this too as well. What he's going to show up this year. What type of philosophy or what type of skill set, what type of game plan they're going to put around Dak Prescott. And we talked about this too before, that this is a run-first offense, right? So have you ever thought about this? 8th ranked overall in defense. I do know that we wasn't the best as far as third down conversions or getting the team, getting the offense back on the field after the third down, what have you, or taking the ball away. But let's optimistically talk about this, right? Let's say, for instance, we become 4th ranked overall defense. That would be nice. That would be wonderful. That would be something that we can really beat our chests on. 4th ranked overall defense, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. If we start getting into those realms, you know, and if we start speaking of being on that top tier defense, that's when you start entering in the category of you putting fear against the opposition. Could it be possible? Yes, but we have to get all our guys together. And I'm talking about the mental checks too as well. We can't have the issues like we have with the David Irvins. We can't have the issues that we have with DeMarcus Lawrence years before. And then we got to have the issues of everybody playing healthy. And that's the thing. Health is such a major part in an NFL. Health plays a major role. Who's this? Jay Bakes. What's going on, man? I say he won't take 17. He'll take 20 million. But 17 is such a good number. I know that it kind of shortchanged the brother, but 17, 18 million a year for, I mean, not a year, but you know how that goes. Yeah. Yeah. 17, 18 million.